be a little bit more fun because you get a little bit more engagement that way. But
Absolutely. Um, got hooked on. Yeah, this kind of a transitional year, and for other sport. I mean, you could apply this to other sports too. I'll be honest. Sometimes I lose interest in basketball and baseball. We do some leagues, and I think that would do like a baseball dynasty, basketball dynasty. I think that would up my interest in because I'm hooked on this dynasty stuff. This is pretty much all I want to do now for fantasy, unless there's a new something new that pops up, some new
yeah,
league concept. But the traditional way, the snake draft is, I don't know, it's just kind of passe.
yeah, it is. It's kind of like, Yahoo's kind of getting to be kind of like the ESPN, where Sleeper is kind of taking over everything now, and a lot of people don't. I just like the aspects of Sleeper in
Yeah.
general. I mean, I prefer it a little bit more just because you can actually see, you can actually look at, all the statistics and stuff like that, all the in-game stuff like that. So I mean, it's a little bit. I just like the format of it. They just need to get some college football in there now, and I'll be a happy camper. And but other than that, it's I like Sleeper in general. I mean, I just think it's just a better platform. If Yahoo could do something to change up their stuff a little bit more, then maybe. But I mean, I still don't mind Yahoo. I mean, it's Yahoo's a little bit better than ESPN. I don't even play on ESPN. I mean, I don't even play football on ESPN anymore because it's just I don't. I mean, I do a little baseball on there, but other than that, when it comes to football, I
Garbage.
don't. I don't
No,
even.
it's it, I
I don't-
bro. I used to do. If you guys believe it, I used to do hockey. I did a fantasy hockey league with some friends back in Minnesota, years ago, and like that was on ESPN. And I think I think they've steadily gone downhill because even that was a pretty good setup. I think ESPN just has been stagnant, and I think it's trash. If you're gonna Sleeper is the way, and I don't think enough people know about Sleeper that the hardcore fantasy people do. But when you think if you're gonna sign your cousin up or something, like, hey, I want you to join my league, my football league or my so and so, like daily picks or whatever, it's always through Yahoo. I just think Sleeper's got to get a bigger name amongst the general population. I think because you're hardcore, you know what value Sleeper brings, but if you're a casual fantasy person, which I would say most people are, Sleeper just needs to get a bigger presence.
Yeah, they have, like honestly, like for me, because I love college football, they have like the whole platform set up for college football. All I need to do is insert the players' names in
Yeah,
these,
they do.
and boom. I mean,
Yeah,
Sleeper could be the next bigger thing than Fantrax. I mean, I don't mind Fantrax, but if Sleeper can
yeah,
just, hey, Sleeper,
it could.
if you're listening, get the college football on your freaking app right now. I mean, just think of the amount of college guys out there that would
They
flood the app right now.
absolutely, hell yeah, dude. We were saying this a couple weeks ago, last time we streamed, about how college, like Pandora's box is open. Okay, with NIL, these guys are getting paid now. These guys are these top end guys are making seven figures. So let's not pretend. Oh, I couldn't do that. It's against the college. Get out of here with that nonsense, man. Let's get that hooked up. Yeah, Sleeper. We're a small show and amongst many others on YouTube, but if they're paying attention to us, get college football play. College football is the number 2 sport in this country. Okay, it is a disgrace that they don't have a bigger presence on Sleeper, and it's not user friendly. Where we should be talking, like we're gonna talk about Michael Penix later as a spotlight guy. We should be talking about, for next year, hey, dynasty college football. Hey, the backup quarterback in Washington is a redshirt freshman or something. Like is Kalen DeBoer, the head coach, is he going to be leaving, possibly for a bigger Ohio State if Ryan Day gets fired, for example? Like we should be talking about that stuff, and it creates more I don't know, more content and just a better playing platform, because these players are, I would argue that these college football players are more, a lot of them are more famous than any NBA player, than other than LeBron and Steph Curry, guys like that, maybe Luka, but I would argue they're more famous than any baseball player. Maybe Otani is up there, but I mean, these guys, it's just a joke.
Yeah, it is, and far. I mean, I love college. I mean, I love college football. I watch it religiously on Saturdays as much as I can. And if you're not into fantasy, college fantasy, that gives you an up on pretty much everybody else that are just rookies into this stuff because it only broadens your mind a lot more. And talking names, getting names tossed around, you're like, oh, I heard about so and so talking about this guy or this guy. And that's why we,